Hi everyone. For assignment 3, I chose to look at Asana, which is a web and mobile application designed to help teams track their work and increase productivity. Asana was founded in 2008 by former Facebook employees Justin Rosenstein and Dustin Moskovitz. One of the great things about Asana is that it's free to use for up to 15 people. After that, they have a paid premium version for $9.99 a month, and they even have an enterprise level version that you can contact Asana about for more information. Getting started with Asana is really easy. All you need to do is go to asana.com and walk through the account creation page, which is really simple and only requires an email address. Since I already have an account, I'm just going to go to login. And this is the main Asana page that you're greeted with when you log into Asana. Up at the top, you'll see My Tasks, Inbox, and your dashboard. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see tasks that you've created, tasks that you've assigned to others, which requires the premium version, and recently completed tasks, which requires the premium version as well. Beneath that, you'll see the various members on your team. So far, I have myself, John, and Leah. And adding members to your team is simple. You just hit the plus button, type in someone's name, and then Asana will ask for that person's email address, and you just enter that email address, and an invite will be sent. You'll also see any team conversations that you have, a look at your calendar, and then a link to the projects that you've created down below. Now, getting started creating projects in Asana is really simple. You just hit the plus button next to projects to create a new project. And we can just call this project test. And you have an option for how you want to lay out the tasks in your project. They have one that's a list, which is really simple and just a vertical list. And they have a more robust feature, which is a board. So we'll choose that. And then you'll see that there's privacy settings below that. The first option is public just to my network. The second one is just to project members. And the last one is only available to me. And then we can just go ahead and create project. And with the board layout, you can create columns, and you can create as many columns as you want, and you can also name them whatever you want to. So you're not stuck with predefined columns. So we can call this one beginning, middle, and end. And these will be the 3 various stages of the project we have. And for each stage of the project, we can add different tasks to each one of these. And by doing that, you just go beneath each column and hit the plus button. So for the first one, say getting started. And by clicking on the task, this is where you see some of the real power that Asana has. You'll see the task itself. You can create a description for it. We can say do some research. You'll see that you can assign, up at the top, you can assign this to someone. So I'll assign this to myself. Create a due date of, say, March 27th. You have the ability to like this task, add tags, or create subtasks. And subtasks are really helpful because sometimes, one task may have several different layers to it, or involve input from several different members of the team. So you can create multiple subtasks for a single task. So we'll just say do even more research. We can add a due date of, again, we'll keep it the 27th. And this time I'll assign it to John. And then I can even create a comment on it, such as Can you help do some additional research? And then additionally, you have the ability to add attachments. So you can add attachments from your computer, your Dropbox account. It's also syncs with Google Drive and OneDrive. And then there's the ability to, from here you can delete this task, copy the URL, or print. And then up here is the layout for this project. So along with the board, you'll see conversations, where you can start a conversation with people here. You'll see the calendar for this project. So you'll notice that I set the due date for getting started for the 27th. And you'll see that down here that is assigned to me. And then you can open that task from the calendar too, and also add additional comments or subtasks. And you'll also see the progress bar right here, where you can assign a final due date for this project. So we can say March 30th. And then you can create update statuses here, such as this project is on track. This project is progressing, but there are some risks worth addressing. And this project is not on track and needs addressing. So for right now, we can just say that it's on track. And you can send notifications out to the people involved in this project. So we'll notify John about that. And then you can set reminders to yourself to update the status every Friday. And then down below is the progress bar too, where you'll see we have 1 task remaining and 0 tasks completed. And you'll see the timeline headed over towards the due date of March 30th. Now, to be able to show you guys, I created a full project already. And this was based off our class assignment number 2. So up here, you'll see the different parts that were involved in assignment number 2, such as the background, the literature review, and the submission. And you'll see under here the different tasks that I created for each phase of that project. So for the background, we have do some background research, write the background, edit. For the lit review, you'll see we have find sources, write the lit review, and edit. And then submission, we have the task of submitting for grading. Now, if I click on do some background research, you'll see the stuff that was involved in that task. So you'll see that here I chose to upload a file for that. And I tagged both John and Leah in it to let them know to do some research. And one of the great things about Asana here is you'll see the trail that it leaves behind. So you can see that the task was created at 10:06 today. And then you can see that I assigned something to John and I assigned something to Leah. And then you can see that you have access to the PDF file that was there and when it was uploaded. And then an additional comment by me saying, let's see what we can find. And then so far, there's no conversation in back and forth in this project, but we have the ability to do so. There's the calendar for each of these tasks. The progress so far. So you'll see that there's 7 total tasks and none completed. And then you'll see the PDF file underneath files that I uploaded. So if I go to the board or even the calendar, and you'll see the tasks that are there. And if I open the task, you'll see a check mark to the left of do background research. And since it was assigned to me, I can just click, the check mark to say that this task is complete. And we go back over to progress, and you'll see that we have six tasks remaining and 1 completed. and then you can just go ahead and just click off, what's additionally has been done. And since this task right here has a subtask, um, John and Leah can both click off when they're done on those, and then when it's all done, I can, click bright background. And so that's pretty much for the basic layout of Asana. Um, I would say that this tool is very helpful and covers the knowledge creation process of the knowledge management cycle. And I would say that something like this, Asana, would pair well with something like Microsoft SharePoint, which would help show the knowledge sharing part of the knowledge management cycle, where you can take all the finished projects from Asana and then upload them onto your Microsoft SharePoint so that they can be shared with everyone else. But thanks for watching, guys.